The candlestick chart shows price, volume analysis, and market activity. But none of them answers the question of who is exiting the market right now and losing money. That's exactly why we added the cryptometrics group to ATAS. 3 indicators that read the market where OHLC can't. Individually, they're just fragments. Together, they paint a complete picture of what's happening behind the price. If you trade crypto and want to understand whose orders are driving the move, this video is for you. Crypto Open Interest tells you whether traders are entering or exiting the market right now. This is a histogram of open positions in the market. If it's rising, more positions are being opened than closed. If it falls, it's the opposite. If OI remains flat, the market is simply shifting positions from one set of hands to another without triggering stop losses or aggressive accumulation. The long-short ratio shows which side the market is leaning toward. Above neutral, buyers dominate. Below neutral, sellers dominate. But the most important thing here isn't the ratio of buys to sells, but the direction it's drifting in. When the balance steadily shifts in one direction, it's either accumulation or distribution. Aggregated Liquidations highlights culmination points, moments when the market is purposefully moving to trigger traders' stop losses. Liquidations occur when a trader's account lacks sufficient margin to hold a position. The exchange closes the position automatically. Green bars mean the exchange forced out buyers. Red bars mean the exchange forced out sellers. And the higher the leverage traders used, the bigger that hit. These hits from all exchanges are combined into bars. All 3 indicators receive data via CoinGlass. It collects information from crypto exchanges. ATAS picks it up and adds size-based filters. Let's take a look at the indicator settings. As you can see, there's a separate tab here called Cryptometrics. The open interest and long-short ratio settings are minimal. Timeframe and styling. Here, the work is all about interpretation. The size filter in each indicator hides the small stuff and leaves only the major events. When starting out, it's best to keep the default value, which provides a balanced picture. Aggregated Liquidations, on the other hand, has 3 modes, and what you see on the chart depends on which one you choose. Current instrument, for example, BTC USDT only for Binance futures. Current instrument, all exchanges, is the same BTC USDT, but from all exchanges that CoinGlass tracks. A complete cross-exchange picture. All symbols and exchanges shows aggregate liquidations across the entire market. It only takes a couple of minutes, and your workspace is ready. Let's try to analyze a couple of market scenarios. The first example is BTC USDT. The price is rising. Logically, the long-short ratio should be moving toward buying, but it's drifting towards selling, and OI is rising at the same time. What does this tell us? Old long positions aren't being closed. New shorts are being opened as the price rises. A large player is building a short position at favorable prices. The subsequent drop is no accident. Now let's look at buyers exiting a downtrend. The price is falling and OI is falling along with it. Positions are being closed. Buyers are getting stopped out. And the long-short ratio is shifting towards selling. Weak hands lock in losses while sellers lock in profits. And this is where the move reached its climax and reversed. Do you see the green liquidation bars at the end of the decline? These are buyers who were trading against the trend. The exchange forced them out because they ran out of margin to hold their positions. And immediately after that, a sharp spike in OI plus a long, short ratio reversal toward buying. Double confirmation. Here, the market reverses. It looks like a quick and effective analysis method, doesn't it? But what signals should you be looking for day in and day out? Let's break it down. Accumulation against the trend. Price is rising. Long-short ratio is moving towards selling. OI is rising. A large player is building a short position against the trend. Expect a reversal. Weak hands are exiting. Price is falling. OI is falling. Long-short ratio is shifting towards selling. Buyers are getting stopped out. Sellers are taking profits. The end of the move is near. Culmination and reversal. A series of large liquidations in one direction, plus a sharp spike in OI. Plus a reversal in the long-short ratio. The clearest signal of a trend reversal. False breakout. The price breaks a level, but OI isn't rising. No new money behind the breakout. Expect a pullback. Before entering a trade, ask yourself 4 questions. Is OI pointing to accumulation or distribution? Which way is the long-short ratio heading? Were there any liquidations? In which direction? Does cumulative delta confirm what the long-short ratio is showing? And even if you've answered all these questions, don't forget about beginner mistakes. Just remember this. Don't analyze the OI without direction. Rising OI doesn't mean people are buying. It only tells you one thing: more positions are opening than closing. Whether they're longs or shorts is a separate question. The long-short ratio doesn't work without OI. A move towards selling could mean new shorts are opening, or old longs are closing. These are two completely different situations. Without OI, you can't tell the difference. A single column of liquidations isn't enough. A single bar is just noise. A signal is a series of moves in one direction, plus coordinated movement in OI and the long-short ratio. Looking liquidations from a single exchange aren't enough. It doesn't show the whole market. For assets like Bitcoin, it's better to use the all exchanges mode. But enough theory. Open the platform and try the new tools with us. Open BTC USDT on Binance Futures and add all three indicators. Aggregated liquidations in current instrument mode, all exchanges. Find the latest move larger than 3% and ask yourself, did OI rise or fall during that move? Where did the long-short ratio go? As a next step, try to find 2 or 3 local extremes during the week. Were there liquidation spikes there? What was OI doing before the reversal and right after it? I'm sure you'll spot the pattern quickly. Once you can see who entered, who exited, and who got liquidated, CoinGlass gives you a real edge. Practice, subscribe, and see you in the next video.